kera baba ne Emma yebale kunzijukiza network ebadde entawaanya naye nga ndi nzijibeba na where is the glass papa it's there what in there yeah. So I hope you guys are doing well today. Martha Academy Director tujja tulye ssente nga tamu okugwako nga tujja tulya miliyoni zaffe abantu b'amasomero mukola ssente tamu ebitandika ne mukola ne mukuŋŋaanya wasanga otudde mu office kuka you're not doing anything. People think you're broke, kumbe gw'obadde okuŋŋaanya. Good morning October. I hope you're doing well. Is that kalaba akana kako bakasaze bakatute wa director yakuŋŋaanya dde akakadde ke mostly first term has requirements biki rim. Every child is supposed to bring 3 rims, 3 brooms, 3 simanya scrubbers, a full pack of toilet paper ng'olina abaana bo 5 ne bakuwa toilet paper packs, 500 toilet paper packs nga mbutu tebasobola zikozesa omwaka. Ate the toilet papers the kids bring every term, the brooms the kids bring every term. And gani wesanga nga director of a school has a whole shop where they sell the shop where they sell scholastic materials, rims, bichi. Yeah, today I'm late, but that means you guys enjoy the scenery better. Yeah, for the Muslims, ya Allah. Good morning everyone. I'm not doing fine. On Tuesday I was diagnosed with COVID and yesterday I fainted, so I was rushed back to hospital where 4 drips were pumped into my body to save my life. My God, I'm really sorry to hear that, Emma. So sorry. COVID yachariyo. I'm sorry to ask that question. Good morning Innocent, good morning JK. You guys, Emma bam diagnosed in the COVID. Nazirika no kuzirika. Sorry about that, Emma. Kati Emma ndoza wafunye muno mukisanga wali osaze kuwaito bakuba munene tewali zise no ne wekubawo nofa. I'm sorry to laugh about this. Naye kati mbamwe kafaananya omuntu omunene bwazirika. Kyobula abantu abanene we bagwa mbinabiro bafa bufi. Bagane ekonga ye mwennyini azitowa. But sorry about that, Emma. Matholaika kwaziriso omusajja nga alina hysteria ne balowooza COVID. Bambi Emma. Ila quick recovery kama akusasire bambi. COVID achaliyo oba wamujja Kampala because it's possible to COVID iwe wamujje eno. Emma bakugambe wamufuna within what time? Did you get it from here or from there? No wonder some people still put on masks. Bacha manjari. But me I'm immunized. Jeke baba gamba nga babageme wano nga mugana. I actually had I know someone that told me if the bag matugenda family yake ebi tuweseza omwaka tetunafa tetujja kufa. Martha, you should say I'm sorry sweetheart. So sorry sweetheart, not sorry Emma. Aba wala mwabachi namwe temuli romantic nakatono. Be romantic. Chokawe mujirawe mwagala tubayite bebu. Want us to be romantic na inga mwe. Mbote muli romantic. Bambi Emma, sorry. Sorry. So COVID is that bad? I got it from here because from Kampala I was tested and I was negative, but after I'm fully vaccinated but still contracted it. Kati, what led to the fainting? What led to the fainting? The COVID didn't affect me in any way when I got it. I remained okay besides tested positive. You Europeans want to kill Africans. I'm sure you've heard of that analogy. The Europeans want to kill Africans. That's why the COVID in your country was mild. The serious COVID was for us. Good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Gaetano. Bambi tusabire Emma. Aterere very soon. You know, abasajja batugamba tetulwala. Omusajja bw'olwala bw'olabirira babeerewo badda. So that's why they normally say omusajja takola ki. Omusajja talwala. Omusajja buli wogenda ku kitanda. Man. Najja kuba bulungi Emma, you're a strong man. Good morning, Emmanuel Mukisa owokubiri. Ompise na doctor. By the way, I went to do PhD nze. Balina okumpitako doctor. Mu bulungi ne mu bubi. Balina okumpitako doctor. Lack of fluids in the body. Ne mukyala wange kyagambye wano. And low blood pressure. I don't know, blood pressure is bad, Emma. Low blood pressure is really bad. There is a doctor that told me low blood pressure is more dangerous than high blood pressure. High blood pressure can actually warn you. Low blood pressure sometimes doesn't warn. So you need to start watching it. That abantu abasinga, most of the people that we see that die on steering wheels, ez'emmoroka, nazikira buzikizinga avuga, ne bamusanga mu office baba na low blood pressure. So when someone has low blood pressure, they need to watch themselves, watch their diet, their lifestyle and all. Sorry about that. Italians died more than Italian. They are orange. They are not European. Italians. They talk funny. Europeans, even their fellow brothers. So sorry, my namesake. Bambi tumusabire Emma mukama amuteremu obwangu wano nga awona. Ate Emma nakula wali Kampala wano ng'okwata kacupa katono. Tuwane e Kampala amazzi kigula gali aga rice. If you have 1k, you look for ice water. You buy for 1k. You don't buy Renzori when you're in Kampala. You buy this big bottles era bw'ojja mu moroka yange. Mbeera mu ne bine dwawo okumuwulira. Emye had hypertension in 2019 JK. And that's how I started like exercising and exercises. That the reason why I can't quit exercises is because exercise helped me beat hypertension. Kati I'm normal. I'm too normal. Sometimes my blood pressure is unbelievable to the extent that I have a blood pressure monitor myself, but I marokwepi manenda wange irabike nimba and I go to a hospital and they get the same thing. It's too normal because of exercise. That's why I keep running, I go to the gym and all. I keep an active lifestyle. Yeah, but Emma mukama akuteremu obwangu akusuuse tukwetaaga nga oli mulamu maani tukwetaaga oli mulamu. Good morning Joseph, I hope you guys are. Yesterday we bought a RAV4. I've not yet posted it. I'm going to post it today. We bought a very good RAV4. For the first time I actually saw a RAV4 that has working AC. We bought it with one of my people here. We went way below our budget. It was manual. For once I found someone that actually loves manual cars. Good morning Solomon. For once I found someone that loves manual cars. So twaguze RAV4 yaffe ya manual and it was really we drove it from Munyonyo over the express. Akamotoka kange kadduka sina mutima gudduka. My mechanic was driving the RAV4. Nagivuga ne tuve Munyonyo natuuka Kaleerwe. Nganze ndi oba mu Lubigi. Guy was too fast and I told him gwe moroka y'omusajja yakagigulo jjagisuula ekigo. But the car was too nice. Actually, for the first time we bought a car that was a very good bargain with nothing, totally nothing to work on. The RAV4 we bought it 14.5 with nothing to work on, totally nothing to work on. Okujjako ffe bye twagala naye ng'omuntu omulala avuga buvuzi. I don't have low or high blood pressure. It's just that ever since I was diagnosed, I was on bed, so when I tried to walk into the bathroom, it's when I fainted and doctor said blood pressure was low. Hey, I think it was an effect of that COVID. It's the effect of the COVID. But even after that, Emma, you need to watch it. I have a friend that has low blood pressure, and for him, you should watch it. Of course, for him, he's overweight, and yet he's short. You should watch it, otherwise low blood pressure yeah, that express has speed limit of no, it has it's 100 JK, not 70. But the guy was going too fast. Because I have a family, somehow which get a speed governor. So there's a point it reaches speed chigana. So but guy I'll share pictures, I think, to them with Jakuraba. It was very nice. We went on to see other cars, and it was a bargain, by the way. When you look at the other cars that were in the same price range and the one we got, that's when you actually understand that, man, the Sivuga speed, Munangi. Nanga speed in Yawe and I'm going to even stop daring Subaru guys. I'm stopping to dare them because, well, I can go faster than them, but because I have a family, my foot, it's like I have my ancestors that keep my foot up. Ntiwemba najiranga bachikwata bajjajjange ngaga muzukulu todduka nnyo labe moroka bwe yakyama lole mugiraba lole yakyama. It's like my ancestors keep saying, you guy todduka. You had hypertension, which I hear about. I didn't even read the so that I didn't read hypotension. Hypotension. Hypotension je kiri kweli jeke. Nandibanga simanyi luzungu nayenze sikiwuliranga kekigamba hypotension. Jeke otandise okuyiya ebigambo. But he's saying hypotension. Hypo. I think hypotension might be there because the bigambo by'oluzungu ebyo bikakali ebyo sibibeera mu njogera luzungu lwaffe lwa Uganda. Era bwe ntuuka mbantu aboogera olwo oluzungu lwa jjekke nsirika n'ensooka neetegereza si kulwa nga njogera ebinswazi. A goat came out of nowhere onto the road one day when I was driving to Fort Portal. I was going slow and that father grounded me. Me there is a guy knocked a goat. Recent, but in 2012 I knocked a goat. I was going very fast. Then I was going to Hoima one day. I was going fast. There was a double cabin behind me. I said, yeah. I said, yeah. Wait, I knocked the dog and I even had the bones break. You guys, you know how the movie is being. I knocked the dog and I had the bones. Then even the double cabin that went over it, but we were going fast. It's not fiction, by the way. It's not fiction. It happened. The other car, I have exaggerated a little, but with my car I had the bones. Good morning, Paul Banaria. So, but JK, you just have to be stable. Katoba steady kurugudu. Ebyo fembuzi tuzikubanga. Ebyo kutomera embuzi tuzitomeranga. At the time I knocked a goat and I changed the road. Nefune kube dala. Wabawo ekitundu kyotomereramu embuzi nogamba abo bajja kummaliriza. Tebakumaliriza nti bajja kukuba naye nga basobola okukuloga. Embuzi bino abantu be bata embuzi neva ku ttale kajja ne kayingira ekkubo kapu nenkalaba nga kaddayo eri simanyo bakaddayo katambula bakawuzu mabuzu binga moroka kakubina ye akabusiko nakakuba. Anyway guys, good morning guys. Today is the 13th of April 2023. If you didn't know, first quarter of the year ended in March, so we started the second quarter in normal quarters, not the quarters of the corporates. We started the second quarter, and the second quarter has gone into the year 13 days. So you have to ask yourself, of all the goals that you wanted to achieve, have you achieved any? I personally realized that I'm a little behind on my goals, which is still okay because I can still achieve those goals. I'm a little behind, but I've also kind of started on some of the goals that were supposed to be for December. So in a way, that kind of makes me lose focus a little. But Ogendo Kwesanga, some of those goals that I had put in the December quarter actually should have been in the January quarter. So I hope you guys are achieving. So today we are still in the week of men and cars, and on Saturday the topic is going to be hot. The Saturday topic will be, should a man buy a car for his girlfriend, wife, or mother, or father, or family? Should you as a man buy a car for those people? So that's the Saturday topic. But today we are talking about the individual choice of a man to buy a car that serves him and his family. You guys, when you're rushing, when you're driving a car, don't over rush. That's Subaru guy yabada good mu taxi, yabada good mu lorry, ga papa, but I'm behind him. So when you're driving, if you say okuja kongo liko express, but you're driving Bombo Road and you're rushing, or isa mamotoka, oinza no tomera abantu. I think it takes experience for you to know. Bamalaya baba. All those guys, they sell. Yeah. So you guys don't over rush. Kubanga ebisere muyiri Subaru nga mugenda okugiraba ya ezeduka netuyita kematu gale tuyita negenda tugisange ekawanda mu jam neduka neisa katugisanze ebwayisi okitegeera. So sometimes speed is kind of not the solution. Sometimes it's you knowing your road. Omanya nti oli rating ekkubo lyolimanyi okkirizanga no bandivete sina kyakola n'oguma kati me when I'm late I know my road. Kati sidduka ebyo bya kigwagwagwaga. It was my goat. I'm pushing you chinanasi wa naddamu nempitayo nga babyerabira. Kawuzina kawira ababu kaderi. Naye yembwa yokoima road eyo fenna twagenda n'owadabo cabinet yali wa government. Mbutuufu I saw the dog. Naye ng'emmotoka endiye mabega ya double cabin yo yali edduka nnyo n'okusinga nze. Naye ng'ate ndi mabega. Era bwe twamala okukuba embwa bwe tuti owadabo kabino yali wa government ng'avuga motoka ya State House yena mpitako n'agenda zwi ebiseera ebyo nali nvuga primo mwe bagayi primo eyamanyo ebeera edduka, and I was enjoying. That one didn't have AC. Of course this one has, but this one you cannot go as fast as you would go in a primo. This car ewe ukamu ku primo. But anyway guys, let me show you my face. I think I look beautiful today, vibrant. I hope you guys are doing okay. Son, of course, going to be a munyo. So, but I hope you guys are doing well. Natete, mabita ali natete. Kati wano here wano ebwaisi bayitawo batya wano nga ku Eden. Babomba labe babadenga 10 ndozanga bayina ekibayombe. Wane Paul wano mabita ali natete kati wano ebwaisi nga ku Eden bayitawo batya wano we bali abakyala aba abatunda ku bintu. Bayitawo batya bonna they all breached by the way tewabaddeko muddugavu n'omu. So today we are talking about the individual choice of buying a car that serves you as a man and your people. Now when I talk about your people, I'm talking about your nuclear family, I'm talking about your extended family if you are in touch, I'm talking about your business if you have a business, because personally I've always told you I don't buy a car that doesn't serve my business. Nisigula motoka ya sappe sinatuuka wao nkyali musajja munaku sinatuuka kugula motoka ya sappe. Yesterday we had an interesting conversation. I know it totally normally chiba chivavaako ku topic, but it helps someone learn something. Yesterday we were talking about good morning Michael. Baitawo ku Mombasa. Balabi abakyala abo abatunda ebintu. So yesterday when we were going to buy a car with this person that we went to buy with, we were talking about HIV. You know, HIV is a topic that I don't want you guys to ever forget about. HIV still exists and HIV still kills. So we were talking about HIV and I was talking to this guy and he was saying, HIV. Good morning, Honorable Kahinda Obed. I hope you're doing well. Amina. I'm glad. So we were talking about HIV and the guy was telling me, after people no longer fear HIV. And I told him, the guy, HIV omulabange ekyokusaaga. But I can tell you the fact is that tola bantu tugenda kugula mbroka. And we were hoping to buy a car that's like 20 something million. And I told auntie, you're innocent. They tell you have HIV right now. You start seeing like you're going to die tomorrow. Leave HIV alone. So it's a reminder for you guys, if you're going to do those things with someone, buy a condom, buy a pack of condoms. It will probably keep you safe and alive. And HIV is more prevalent now, especially with young girls. But also it's more prevalent with women. Why? If you guys, you are men, most of you, and Martha can attest, it's very rare for a woman to ask for or insist on a condom. It's very rare. So while you try to go live with a woman, just know someone else went live with her. And that's the reason why you should actually buy a condom. I think women are not that scared about HIV. So personally, I've never seen, I've never had it anywhere. He can tell you that I slept with that woman, she did not ask for a condom. I think that's one reason why men actually always say because I saw Chikuba ku TikTok, but I suggest you come live also on that app. You will get more viewers too. I'm still studying TikTok, Paul. I'm still studying TikTok. That's why I'm still doing those short videos. And audience I'm trying to figure out how I can come live on both apps at the same time, because one of the reasons why I can actually come live on YouTube is because I make sure I do my live broadcast when I'm in transit, when I'm either going home or I'm going to work. That's why I can actually do this live broadcast. Other than that, it's quite complicated for anyone to come live during working hours. Okuja konga a full-time YouTuber like some of those guys betula baku YouTube. Some of them are full-time YouTubers, and which is why they can actually come live at any moment that they choose. But in Uganda, YouTube has not yet become a sustainable source of income. That's why you find that all those guys are better TikTok nitros and they are making a lot of money from TikTok. They end up going for it's very rare to find people that, even on radio stations, even TV stations, those guys that you think that, oh, this guy is on TV, is making money. The moment they go abroad, they skip their visa. They don't come back. Because it's something that is very hard to do on its own. But I'm trying to figure it out. Let me learn. And I'm going to read the comments when I get to a place that is safe to read. Yeah. So today we are talking about the individual choice of a man in buying a car that serves him and his people. Now, some of these things I get from myself and from the people that I know. I have a friend of mine, and sing it at set Mugaga. Of course, take it at Mugaga. He has 2 cars. He has a car that stays at home. That car that the wife drives, and all that. That's a small car. He also has a big car, the one that he drives to work every day. Now that person, yes, I think that's like a 2008, 2009 model. So this friend of mine understood the task, that there is a task every day of taking kids to school. But he also understood that there is a task of him having to go wherever he wants. But also sometimes he wants to sleep in. Sleeping in is like you sleeping beyond hours. Like sometimes you want to sleep up to 10 a.m. But if you have like a single car, and then your wife probably has to go somewhere. So if you can afford to actually buy a second car, you buy it. So he understood the task. And as a man, remember the last time we were talking about the sacrifices you should make for a car and what sacrifices you should not make for a car, and how to draw boundaries. And how to draw boundaries on where the sacrifices are. Inaka comment kenda wana akajeke nti Ibrahim Mukasa Sarkozy yani. I don't know who Sarkozy is, but Ibrahim Mukasa, some of those guys, I'll give you an example. Some of those guys, Ibrahim Mukasa, do you remember that Mama Fina gave Ibrahim Mukasa a free car? Ochijukira. Waliwo guy omulala omunene bamuyita ani oyo? SB4. You remember that Mama Fina gave him a free car? Some of these guys keep coming back because they get some of those free handouts. Those free handouts keep them going. But of course, Ibrahim Mukasa has also a TV job. That TV job doesn't stop him from making the YouTube money as well. And Ibrahim Mukasa is one of those very successful people that even have like companies advertising with him. Ibrahim Mukasa has like to the UNA convention. And the UNA convention has paid for the ticket, visa, and they have even paid him money. So Ibrahim Mukasa has more influence in Uganda than he will ever have anywhere. But some of these TikTokers that we talk about, TikTok, and in a way, for a layman it to look like these guys are actually hitting it. They are making a lot of money. But most of them would actually go and stay there at least a street as somebody say. Because life here is not as easy for them as we think. And even musicians, would you think that a musician like Kid Fox, would actually go and want to stay in want to go for Cheyo? Toolman Chibanama. Of course, this guy, your year life was not a good one. He went and did a course, I think, in medicine. Now he's a doctor. I think now he went on to do masters. His life is good. I think over in Canada. Jeno Megadi. Farouk Yenga Simumanyi. Hey, those guys. Naela Farouk Yomrabang embedded at Natida. But you know, Martha, there is something about getting some Kamane and Kakubeza away. No Kubango Libulunji kat Ibrahim Mukasa Libulunji, Romrabang and Akanyidi Keko. No SB4. Katibona akanyirido kwekali naye kati oyo Farouk gwe mwogera kotannaba akikuba from the layman, but era tannakikuba bulungi nga bwe yali badde akola ki, nga bwe yali badde akikuba. Okitegeera. Always stop at zebra crossings for people to cross. Olaba, there are people that actually still fear to cross the zebra crossing even when a car stops. Bakimanyi waliyo omugwagwa jjo okujja abatomere. But always when you're in iyo no moroka ya government yebadde kubyo omuntu yiyo oba ya blue number plates zizo. I want to expose him because it's important that we know bwanera bakole man we abadde asembye yokusala. So zebra crossing is very important that we actually stop at zebra crossings. Checho obuntu bulamu ekyokukola. Just imagine your kid is crossing, your grandmother is crossing, your mother is crossing, okigwago nekiveri nekigana okuyimirira. Okitegeera, it would be a very bad experience. Yeah, but I hope you guys are doing well. Let me read some comments on agenda. So I give you some money. Martha Olida. Nze sigenda beera romantic. I'm just going to give money. Sijja ita simanya babe. Na balance wangu omuntu. You men, you have to be a little stingy. When you give her money, let's give your balance. So let me see. Let me see. Wabula nenyinyala nnyo. I don't know where guys get the courage to sleep with a feed the joy. oba kati ekyo kikimalaya nange sikikolangako simanyi nawe nyinza kubanga already abakazi bangi but era nga ngenda ngula malaya wama what's Rawum fuel consumptions per litre cause can't it be fixed to its normal consumptions? I have bought everything, plugs. Which Rawum? The old model over the new model? Honorable Kahinda, is it the old model? I'm waiting for your answer. The sifananga ko mukazi ansaba condom. Paul, exactly. Kati, which is why every man should actually put on a condom. Kati, just imagine omukazi oyo bwabanga si mukazi wo. Ukitegeera. Just imagine every guy that goes to her tayambala. Bwenga nawe toyambala. I'm talking about this because I know that majority of you guys are not married, and because you're not married, you get one night stands and all. Always have a condom, and there are condoms that are nice. Mwabagama body to body. Rough Rider is nice. Waruenda nabajita skin. All those condoms are nice. Ochitegeera temukozesa zino kiss simanya lifeguard simanya protector ezo za budget zili condoms zijogako zibana za bei za mutwalo mu kitundu okitegeera ziba za bei. J.K. Sakuz now seems to be working on his papers. One member said so on the program. And although Chiraba J.K., it's very hard to find people who they survive on YouTube alone. So, which is why me doing the broadcast when I'm in transit, I'm going to work or I'm going back home. It's very easy for me. Eh? Yeah. Farouk is Sakuz. Yeah. Arthur, my car has currently been losing power and recently started displaying the engine and battery check lights. What could be the possible causes? If it's losing power, so ku charging system. Normally it happens. The charging system, impose the Michael is the Primo, right? Is it the Primo? Because normally if it brings back the battery, it's normally the charging system. Or let's say the battery itself. Even the battery might be the problem. Saying a battery ever day ko. That would be a different case. But check the battery, check the charging system. Kakati Alan abadde atuyambaka unaina atubulira. Megad is in USA and he's in medicine and he's doing very well. Well, I don't know why musicians go for chair ngate tubengo, but they don't have money. Most of those guys don't have money. Also, most of those guys abali bafunye ku sente, they overspend their money. But Michael, first thing you should do, go to a Uganda batteries outlet, bakupimire battery yobe charging. If they tell you it's charging, katao Alan yandi badde wano natubulira what the problem might be. But I'm suspecting that it's charging, because when a car is not charging or when the battery is faulty, no kuzikira negana no kutambula. Nenga battery yoka yekoze echi. Yichankalanya. I used to think with manual cars it doesn't work, but even with manual cars, battery will yeah, so musicians keep going abroad because they don't have money. Some of them overspend their money. They buy those rare cars that tubagana. Oshega no msanga musajja nga avuga BMW, no sanga musajja nga avuga Volkswagen because he's a musician. Gabe yagala when they have some money. Nebira biro kusasula mortgage. Nganze Arthur bwensula mu nyumba etali mu plaster. Kati bo baba kirabanga kubona abona. Okitegera mchara wanga inawe yalinga alabanga okubona abona. Mbakoye enfufu ne mugambo manyi bwe bokoye enfufu genda kewa mujja kudanga nje maliriza naguma. Sometimes we have to be very strict. Sibo ngamba bokoye enfufu ne mugaga genda kewa mu ujja kudanga nje maliriza na amala ndoza naka nyizo kino musajja no nawasa ate lugambo sabi gamba manya bakazi bana bamanyira botumerako nakufula kapere nayagala gwe wewole otunde ebibyo okite balance wange bamumpadde mulimu ne coin nengolidde nyingi nawe tetugule sementi gwoko yenfufu sente gwazi yangu amulete. Good morning Solomon Amuli, good morning. Mwaka zindalo ayogere oloza tomuyiranga yesekerera yesekera kubama nyibi enjogera mazima kakati Honorable Kahinda Obed emoroka ye Rawum ebekola ebyo gitunde nze nkubulira Rawum, that's why I never recommend it for anyone to buy it. Funa nali kwadde namba ya makanika wange nojja n'agikwatiramu ne mugitunda nga namuulamu muno ofu n'agitwala. Because that room will eat your money and you will not recoup it. You get it? You'll never get your money back. So instead of buying everything, my advice, this is my advice. Bye. Yeah. My advice would be that you actually sell that car. You will never get your money back, and it's going to if you went to my TikTok channel, or TikTok account, you can go to my TikTok and see one of the posts where people talk about Raum. There is a guy actually, there is a guy that says he bought a Raum 12 million. In that very month, there is another one, he bought that Raum, the old model. Yajigula million oba 10. Najivuga wisinga 3. Najitunda mukaga. Ebyo byezifa teziterera Raum ezo old model. That's why when someone comes to me ngamba ayagala kugula Raum old model, musekerera no musekerera. Raum old model moroka eswaza. Eswaliza no ddala nga bw'okiwulira. So I wouldn't. I would actually advise that you sell it if you can. And the money that you would spend, more money you would spend in putting that Raum, you just solo memumanya ko okutuletako olujanja namwe. Omusajja apatikana sente zimubuze ate oli mumugamba nkoye enfufu. Nkoye enfufu ogikoye wamwe kastate liyo waliyo tayenda mudini. But I'm sure she doesn't regret staying. Abasajja tulina kubaako n'emitwe eminene. Tulina okubaako n'emitwe eminene. Kangulire abantu bange aba mu meeting obundaazi buno bubawoomera. Gasira babundaazi bannange. Njagala bosatu. Mpene busumbusa bwa Rwasa. Zameka? Bwa Rwasa. Ze 14. Nenyongeza. Wezo okupa zombye nope zobundazi neza sumbusa. Atosobola kugwa. Tosobola. Nze nyina kusigala ngangula nkugira. Nze one day my babe went against my advice and followed what the sister had told her to do. Sumbusa za 10 buli bwa 3. Nasara wire and asked her what her sisters and brothers do for her. She had to come to terms with her bread where her bread is buttered. Hey bro, how is Toyota Plus? Toyota Plus get the 1.3, leave the 1.0 alone. What differs it from new model? Which one? The Raum? Over. The Raum new model has a VVTi engine. It has the very engine that is in my car. It's called the 1NZ. You find it in the fielder. You find it in the fielder. You find it in Spacio. You find it in Raum. You find it in the 1NZ engine is in so many Toyota cars. So and Toyota doesn't replicate an engine that is not reliable. So it's a very reliable engine. That's why even Kosas, I don't like them. You can even call your grandmother. But the thing that happens with Kosas is that Kosas, people drive them better than the Raums. Because the Raum has a lot of space, people that drive Raums overload it. And that's how the engine starts failing. Yeah, so the new model is very reliable, unlike the old one. Yeah, so today we're talking about the individual choice of a man to buy a car that serves him and his people. This is something that we have been talking about for a very long time. That when you're buying a car, don't buy for the community. Don't buy for your friends. Don't buy for the prestige. Because nobody cares about the prestige. Buy a car that will serve you and always make sure that you save money. You see, yesterday we had a budget of 24 million, but we bought a car at 14.5, and it was good, too good. Someone is selling to me Toyota Plus at 12 million. Is it worth it? What's the year of manufacture? What engine is in that car? how does it look, how healthy is the engine, ebintu bingi eri ku number chi, because what the bagambe number butazitunira wali more of join ogulanga number ogitundulira, because the people that will buy it from you when it's time for you to upgrade, for them they will look at the number plate. So you cannot ignore it. There are cars where people don't even look at number plates, like RAV4s, double cabins. People don't care about number plates. But cars like Vitz, like Platts, people care about number plates. You get it? So you have to actually care a little. The number plate should also determine in a way the price that you buy. Morning guys, we are 24. I see only 9 likes. Thank you. We are 6 actually now, guys. Thank you, Marvin. You go like the broadcast. Thank you, Marvin. Like the broadcast. So today we are talking about the individual choice. Why I put the statement individual is because you see how individual it is for you to choose your partner. Your wife, your husband. The car you drive should be an individual choice. You should never let anyone decide for you. Of course, there are decisions that you can be helped with, like this is a healthy engine, that's a healthy car, this is better than that one. Those are, but the car you want to buy should never be something that someone decides for you. I don't know if it makes sense. These things are when people go to buy cars, and someone has gone to buy a Spacio, and then they end up coming back with a Mazda. Then you have let someone decide for you, and you know brokers can be Mazda ringa Spacio. I'm talking about the Mazda because the Mazda is actually in front of that Spacio. The car in front of the Spacio is a Mazda, and it looks better than the Spacio. It's called the Mazda Axela. So, but broker bategerera nnyo abantu. You get it? Like gwe Spacio yo jagane in this Mazda. The Mazda enenywa bulungi n'okusinga eyo Spacio. Joba ogula, but I want a Spacio. You get it? Why should I buy a Mazda? And once you let someone make that decision for you, as a man, you're losing. That's why it's important that you research. The person that we bought the RAV4 with yesterday had researched. He wanted either a 2004 model and above, or the first generation of the RAV4. He had his reasons. The car in between the first generation and the third generation had problems with the computer, according to the research he made, which is something I've not heard about, but he had made his research, and his research was valid. And when we failed to get a 2004 model that is manual, because I've never seen a 2004 model that was manual. It had the new model that we got that was manual, the 2000 model. So, the 2000 model. So when we failed to get a 2004 model, he said, you know what? My other option is actually the first generation. So if you can find the first generation, afande ali mukunoonya kipapula kyange nyimidde n'okuyimirira akinoonye bulungi temuli afande morning mumanja So then we started looking for the first generation, because the first generation has a lot of manual cars, but he came when he had researched. He knew exactly what car he wanted. He knew exactly what car he wanted, and he had his options clear. I either get this one or that one. And when the other one failed, and I told him, you know what, the first generation will be better because you can save money, and saving money is actually always a good thing. And the fact that you're buying a manual car, some of the decisions should let someone to make those decisions, because however much you have all the money, saving money is always good. Having money on you is always good. And the fact that we were buying a manual car, of which manual cars don't have a lot of resale value, of people want them, because you see we were looking for a manual car and we could not find one. So I told him, the fact that manual cars don't have that high resale value, since you're buying a manual car, keep some money, keep it on the account, so that when it's time for you to upgrade, you already have money to top up and get a better car. You get? And then later on he saw the sense in it, and he said, now since I'm buying a manual car, it doesn't really make sense for me to invest a lot of money in it, so let me buy this car. And besides, the car we were buying was almost perfect. The only things I realized needed to be worked on, and not necessarily because everyone would work on them, was the brakes, because this was his first car. It's important that the brakes work perfectly. So I told him, you let the mechanic actually work on the brakes. Ebirala byonna byebakoze byabadde malidadi simanya stinti okitegeera endabiramu tezambuka bulungi and all that, but those are things that you expect when you buy a used car, because those are things we have actually experienced even in cars that we bought 25 million. You find that you buy a car 25 million and one of the first things you work on are the brakes, okitegeera, because some people drive cars nga the brakes are not working properly, but for them they are used to them. So even the cars that we bought at more than 20 million, we found that we needed to work on the brakes, because most Ugandans don't know how to actually have brakes that work. Me personally, my brakes always work. Acceler kako. What about this acceler? It looks better than the Spacio new model, right? The Spacio new model is the golden one, over green, over what? That's the acceler. It looks better, and that's why people probably buy these Mazdas. The Mazdas have design. Now these people actually know that their engineering is poor, so they work on design. They make cars that look really nice. Toyota so the acceler looks really nice. Morning guys, I bought a VW Mark III, but I drive it once a week. It has a lot of problems like fuel pump, and its fuel pump is 750. Oh, VW is a wrong car, people. No, I think that you can get that. The fuel pump, you can get it at around 300. You go to Ndeba, there is a guy called Kato. He brings only VW and he's an old man. In Ndeba, even you go to Ndeba near what's that bank? Equity Bank, and ask for Kato, the guy that sells spares for Volkswagens, and go to him, DJ Nodzo. You go to that person, you can get a VW, and he's very knowledgeable about Volkswagens. When did you discover this channel? I like the confidence around traffic officers. Emoroka yange namu Sylvester namu ngabwochugulira, that to the extent that if a traffic officer stopped me and they wanted money, they have to come out openly and they tell me mpako sente. They can't just find this stuff to take. But why do you dislike your old model? Because you can get a new model at the price of an old model. I don't know if you get one. Of course, there are old models that are cheap, like 9 million. But if you're going to buy your old model at more than 10 million, then just make the money to buy a new model. Like that Spacio there. Also, if you have million, so why would you buy an old model at 12? And that's the price of the old model Spacios that are good. Right? Of course, the one we bought at 9, Kubanga, you can imagine, we bought the Spacio at 9 million. The next day they were buying it. The car traders were buying it from him at 10. 9 the day before. Because for them they can sell it 12. So why would you buy a Spacio old model at 12 when you can buy this one in front of me, the new model, at 14 or 15? Sometimes even 13, depending on who you're buying from and the availability. Their engineering isn't poor. Ugandans just Wabula about Mazdas looks very nice. I was still Mazda before I joined this channel. Naye muzirikeze mmotoka zijja kati ono wadda kabiri bichi byavuga tebamanyi mmotoka ovuzi mmotoka nnene ayagala okuyisiza mu kifo ekikyamu uze ekimpapya nga tokiraba. I'm just tired of the Volkswagen, but even selling it sekatambula. DJ Nodzo nkuwemu akakadde nkatwale nga project ka nkuwemu akakadde. I can give you 1 month and sijize naimba maraka jana yenkalaba akamotoka nze nenkuwa 1 million. Then enkatwalanga project ka nenkatete enkanya, because I think me I know what to do for that car. Maybe the project, is it manual or automatic? Actually, you guys, there is a person that called me. I told him my Golf Polo. He told me that the Volkswagen mechanics told him Polo ya mutawanya wakuba yali Polo, and they told him to buy a Golf 4. All these things that we are talking about, guys, actually they work together with the topic that we are doing. Buying a car that serves you and your family. You don't let people decide for you. So bweba mugamba nti nze nkuwa miliyoni emu. Bwe bamugamba nti Polo yamutawanya agule golf n'abawuliriza ne bamugamba golf tejja kutawanya. He told me he bought the golf at 9 million, but he has so far invested about 13 million in the car, like repairing. He has so far bought 2 gearboxes, and even the gearbox he last bought is also dead now. Wakitegeera, it's also dead. Kat is tired of the car. He was telling me atoinayo ka Toyota kenyinza kugula. But I told him even before he went to buy another golf, I told him bova mu Polo eyo, because Polo yali yagitomeza nga nayo bagikanise bagimutamiza ne muga Polo yo bogitunda gulayo Toyota. Yeye ndoza nagenda nakiza ne bamutegerera ndoza ngalaba atatamwagaliza bwagaliza kunyumirwa mbeera yansi. But you can imagine buying a car at 9 million, investing an extra 13 million, and still the car is in bad condition. It's even unsellable, you get. So that is what is happening to him. So I told him, if I sell that golf for, when you sell and we see how much money you have, then probably I can help you. And he called me after seeing me on TikTok. Said, guy, kurabe ku TikTok, man. And that's what I told him. So golf, if you can avoid buying golf, muze sonyiwe. Manye bintu ebimu ngenda nimbibagamba ne mulowooza nti atatwagaliza bwagaliza kunyumirwa mbeera yensi. The moment you find people telling you emotoka z'abajamani ziri comfortable, yes, they are comfortable, but there is also real suffering there. You will suffer. You will suffer, my brothers. You buy German cars, bro, osobola okufunira omuntu akamotoka mu bbeeyi ennungi nga bw'ozoogera in your videos. Yes, we bought a RAV4 at 14.5. I'm going to share pictures on the channel. It's ne esinga akola. It literally ng'ogivuga wansi nga teyina kikubagana. Okitegeera ng'emipiira gyonna they move. Sijagamba nti nga mipya, but literally it is a buy and drive. Okitegeera era ngeri the other RAV4 nga bw'ogisanga mu kabanda katugeze makindi oba waya miliyoni 2. They start at 22 and they sell it to you at minimum kale 18. Okitegeera. The thing with you paying pre-purchase inspection to me is that my goal is to make sure that you buy a car at what we call wholesale price. Okitegeera. My goal is to make sure that when you buy a car, if it comes to time for you selling, all you invested in that car, you get it back and probably make some profit. Okitegeera. Eriya Morocco kuma get you a car, can challenge you. Nkugamba genda ofune Morocco etuuka gye nkufunidde mu sente ze twagiguze. That's the challenge I can make. Of the time you can't. People have bought Mazdas, by the way. Does. Yeah. And they buy them, I think, because they are affordable. They have sleek designs. They are steady on the road. Someone was telling me, "Motoka Toyota tesinyuma kukubo." Simanya because ebitya mukule Mazda zammwe. Fete tubayina akobuzibu. He will be there to help you buy other cars, because once someone makes a mistake with buying their first car, then they have a phobia of choosing the car themselves. Then they have to pay my pre-purchase inspection, and by the time they come to pay pre-purchase inspection, it will be 600,000, not 400, because I'm thinking of increasing. Because the amount of money you guys save when you buy with me is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Nango rumuntu nanenga mkama katona ampe mikisa. Okitegeera. Anyway, how do you guys make sure that you make the right choice when you're buying a car that serves you? As a man, first of all, we talked about the responsibilities we have. All these things were intentional for me to talk about these things the way I talked about them. I talked about these things. It was intentional for me to talk about the responsibilities of a man. It was also intentional for me to talk about the sacrifices you make for a car before we actually talk about making the right decision for a car that serves you and your people. Why? Because after understanding the responsibilities you have as a man to you yourself, of course we understood that you have to eat first, then you have to make sure that your family also gets the same. Anyone like a jam anyone to what because there are traffic lights and they are most of the times not disturbed. We wanted that RAV4. The RAV4 that looks like the Vanguard. But the only manual we got was diesel, and I never recommend anyone to buy a diesel car, especially umuntu nga sente zo sinyinyi nyo cheap. ngato banzibe the diesel ke jakutama ejja kubanga golf you get. Thank you Arthur for always sharing the knowledge. Amina. Some comments I can't read kaninde tukeko kubitala someko. Yeah, so how do you make the right decision? First of all, you have to know your responsibilities. Then you know kumanye nnaku yonze ata manye nnaku yange nze manye nnaku yange bagayi bange kyovula beggulo betwabadde twogera ne Jeke n'agamba ye wapangisa ennyumba ya kakadde nakudda waggulu n'atusekerera. I told you guys temwepikanga nowepika noyowooza oli ku level ya Jeke okitegeera Jeke mubede. Then also you have to think wakola cost ki. Jeke yakola mechanical engineering bazimba zi oil rig eri mu Atlantic Ocean okitegeera era y'omu ku baasinga mu ggwanga. Kati gwoyinza okubeera nga ne musomero lya gwe sigwasinga tewali mugezi kutuuka awo tewakola mechanical engineering wakola international business nga ne course gye wakola muno teyinaamu mirimu oli muyiribi otunda masimu ku Gazalandi gwe noyagala nawe opangise apartment ya $7,000 bwe nkusanga bempi ku matama otunda masimu ku Gazalandi noyagala ogule room yon ya $3,000,000 yiyo room yon njogedde ku kubanjirabi bana isina kye njogerako nga sikirabye okitegeera gwe otye ewammwe mama wasula mu kayumba kattaka ogula room yon ya $3,800,000. First go improve the life of your mother. Jeke mubede naye nga tannazimba maka gage yasoose n'ataga akansoke nzimbire mama wange ennyumba emuweesa ekitiibwa okitegeera naye gwe toyina bwe oli family yamwe teyina bweri oli mupangisa nyumba ya $8,000 oyagala okwefuula omubede oli mugula moroka ya $45,000,000 okitegeera. Some of these things birina kuba ndooza common sense. Good morning Uncle Salumina, I hope you're doing well. I was of a choice to buy a Spacio old super. I was disappointed, so I went for a Fielder 2004. Kata I saw a TikTok video about transmission difference. Good morning Arthur, that's the reason I bought the IST. I liked it and it serves my family, just my wife, my son and myself. Definitely, as a man, you make sure that you buy a car that will serve you, make you happy, okitegeera. Because at the end of the day, tunoonya chimbulamu. Okitegeera bye tunoonya, tukolerera ki? Bye tukolerera. Tusime is saying, but I have come to realize that among the European cars, it's only the Mercedes-Benz that are at least reliable compared to others. That's why I normally tell you, Germany, it's better to buy a Mercedes-Benz. The Mercedes-Benz bajja kubba. Ne Mercedes-Benz ate si mbinga ziri endala. I don't know if you guys get the logic. Si ziri mbi nnyo. Because I have friends with VWs, but guys are always in garage. They just need prayers. Exactly. Katonda babu eri moroka yoli bwenji kubadde offer $1 million. At $1 million is subject to inspection. It can actually go lower. Okitegeera. Nanga abantu abatula ku boda. Omuntu atula ku boda nalaba ngo wa boda amuvuga ya ina amagezi. Nanyenya n'omutwe n'okuvuma obusiru. VWs are very dangerous, you guys. Avoid them at all costs. This guy yagula Golf 4. I was conversing with him one time. Bweyajja, of course, nze teyamalayo nakasente kange ne muwa kadi n'agamba omanye these things that we normally tell ourselves okuzimba ennyumba ey'amaka biki. I told him, you guy, zimba ennyumba yo. Okitegeera. Kati you can imagine as of I invested more than 20 million in a Golf 4. Namubuuza kati gwe sente zotaddemu Golf 4 kyogamba bazisa mu nnyumba yo senga teyaggwa. Nangamba senga yaggwa dda. Emani nakola ensobi. Okitegeera. Kati ebiseera ebisinga some people don't know. Tebawuliriza. Thank you Arthur for always sharing your knowledge. I mean, yeah, I'm going to keep sharing. Abatagala magezi bamanyi. Good morning Abby. Those saying Toyotas are not comfortable are just ignorant. If you want a comfortable Toyota, increase the budget. Thank you. North Sea Atlantic isn't here. Atikati Jekens in Jogera chindi kumpi. Jeke is constructing oil rigs in the North Sea. Kati Jeke mubede. Kati gobo yagala uberenga Jeke atenga ne Jeke mumulaba abala yagata jagula kawundo mpya agenda nonye envugeko wano. Okitegeera kati goyinza okwagala to spend like Jeke. Ngane Jeke ta spending nganze when are spending ze nganze Jeke. Kuba senganze Jeke senganze njoga. Neye ta joga. Okitegeera of course Jeke joga mu nyumba yakakadde sente empiti bawo bo joze nze n'okupangisa ya 5 ne wendi wano. Baba wandoga. ngali waggulu andaba agamba oyo njagala dde mabega siyinza pangisa nyumba nawe ya mitwalo 5 Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, thanks Arthur for the broadcast. By the way, I'm enjoying this pursuit. Even noticed that it has lower mileage than many cars in UBB. Exactly, Nico. Emoroka eyo nungi wankanga mululi wagamba mbwe efu w'omukka. Wankangira ddala. Omukka teguliyo. Most people make mistakes in selecting cars because of brokers. That's why you need Arthur. Gwekwate emitwalo anoga we Arthur. Olawo baba broker bana akutomeza. Tebalina bwe bakutomeza nga Arthur waali. Tebasobola. Bala wakasajja akawoga rubindi. Tekogera nabo n'okwogera because me I don't even talk to brokers. My job is to study the environment and make sure we make the right decision. Sina kujoga kumanyira. Jeka amanyira. I have a friend this side. He has a Peugeot, but he's always in the garage. Exactly. Eze moroka ezo. Simanya Peugeot, simanya olwe yabadambuza bagiyita batye ne moroka. Njeda bide. Kimoroka no kidine erinya Hyundai. Fe tugita Hyundai mu Uganda. There are cars you buy and you're going to suffer. Okogga ne balowooza olina ne sirimu naye nga moroka yekumazeeko emirembe. Okitegeera. So make sure you get a car that serves you, but also make sure that you get a car that you can manage and afford. Nze kakorola kange sikainaako buzibu njagala nakagulira bampa y'emabega. Donate to me. You see SB4 ye bamuwa kawundo. Kati nange nyina bafolowa bange. Namwe muyinza okungamba bampa ya 2.5 nendoga athanzi kuwadde genda ogule bampa. Ba SB4 bo baba wazi mmotoka. Nze sagala mmotoka nyine mmotoka nge nyina mwaka sente kange. Era ne bampa obompadde bwino ga genda weyagale. Genda weyagala oteka kamba tunulire ngamba gamba muntu ne bampa. Ba SB4 baba wazi kaze sagala kawundo. Nze osobola okungamba athanzi kuwadde 2.5 genda ogule bampa ogiteekeko. Okitegeera nange ne neeyagala. I have several guys I know with VWs haven't had any problem with them. They own them for years. Baleka bagula mpya JK. Ate kati JK mikwano jo ababasinga. Mikwano jo balina mu kasente. Kati golf ezisinga okutawanya abantu. Zeza abantu abagula third hand, fourth hand. Okitegeera. Zezisinga okutawanya abantu biseera ebisinga. Nti agigula ngo already ine ebizibu byayo ngate ebizibu byayo binene. Kati ate nagwa kuba makanika kati tulaba oyo DJ Nodzo bali mu mugama mbu fuel pump ya Volkswagen ya mitwalo 7.5 ani akulimba 7.5 ejawa kati aba makanika ayagala kubba emitwalo 4 malamba fuel pump ya gundi ya go forgenda gwegenda munde but there is a guy called Kato. He's an old man. He deals in only Volkswagen spares. He's very knowledgeable in an ebitaba. I think he is revising those books. Ogendo omulage ekifaananyi ky'emmoroka yo nga njagala fuel pump y'emmoroka eyo oba omulage ekifaananyi kya yingi yajja kuwa fuel pump y'emmoroka eyo nga namu era bwegaanamu ogizza nayo bwegaana okukola baleme kubba. But of course that doesn't mean ebizibu mmoroka yo bigenda kuggwawo. But kati oyo yegayi gwemanyi gojja okugulako spare nga takubbye. Some of those things bw'oba ovuga emmoroka za Germany olina okumanya spare ng'omwegulira kuba bajja kubba bakugogoloze okitegeera. But they live abroad and don't drive them. Kati emmoroka gye batavuga bibye nadde ngamba abantu nti emmoroka ezo ez'aba Germany ebiseera ebisinga omuntu abeerawo ng'agivuga omulundi gumu mwezi emmoroka za Germany nnungi wa. Hi Arthur, thanks for the broadcast. Hopefully soon we shall do business. I'm always praying for you guys to make money because when you make money you also give me some money. Naye musabe nnyo muleme kujanga nyongeza nga sina yongeza muleme kujanga mazo kuongeza because the amount of savings I'm making for you guys, an extra 200,000 will not hurt you. Naye kati nkyali kwana nyenda kusigala awo kastate muntu awanya buli bwe nfunayo omuntu antawanya ekyongeza kijja. But of course the other condition stays that if I show you cars gwe notazagala nogamba ba broker bo bayina ye mmoroka endala gwe ngonyongeramu emitwalo 2 nga tugenda tulaba mmoroka ba broker zose bagamba tomanya tuyizo sanga ye nnungi. But from experience ba broker tebaba na mmoroka nnungi kusinga nze zemba nkulabidde bw'oba toyina option. Kyobola ba my good options are always that first find your cars and we look at them first. if we don't find a good car among your cars, then we can start helping you find a good car. But bwetumala okulaga emmoroka gwe n'olabanga si nnungi, babroka most of the times emmoroka ze baba nazo ziba mbi nnyo okusinga ezaffe. Okitegeera? So kati that's why I'm charging you an extra 200k. So you guys don't forget self-tracking devices. If you have your car, it's important that you put a tracker in there to make sure that nobody can actually just steal your car like that. You can track your car in real time. You can stop the engine using your mobile phone. Even the for the entire year, it can play it back for you. Of course, my trackers are subscription based, but of course, Kusente Zompa, you have already paid for the first year, so you start paying the subscription of 50,000 every year, starting the second year. That's why the trackers are really nice. They are real time. Hello, Pasco Joseph. They all imported the VRWs from Germany. They even imported them. Increase after me. But of course, increase your way. Bobanga babroka bakutegerera. Ubosara babroka bakutegerere. Then agabiri jegali. It's conditional, but in case the condition comes, you of course have to cough the 200. I think situation ya Nicholas yandetira. Situation ya Nicholas yandetira okuteka condition y'emitwalo agabiri. Okitegeera. Nti broker we atutawanya nnyo na nyiza. Nga atatutawanya ku kintu naye akimanyi tagenda tulagayo mmoroka nnungi. Naye nga he's wasting our time. Yeah. So niko guwandetira okuteekawo emitwalo agabiri extra. But I hope you guys are doing well. Yesterday we bought a RAV4, very nice. The guy made the right choice. Nasigazamu akasenteke. Which is always a very good thing, by the way. As a man, since we are talking about you choosing a car that works for you and your family, you need to ask yourself, how many members of the family do I have? Do I have a big family? There are people that buy omunagura wish. So 3 people, the wish is a very big car for you. You're going to spend extra fuel for nothing. Instead of buying a wish, buy a Spacio, buy a Raum, buy a Corolla, buy a Primo. You get the extra space is not needed. Special hire. That's one way to choose a car that actually works for you. You find someone buying a super custom. Super custom, first of all, they consume a lot of fuel. Secondly, maintaining a super custom is expensive as hell. And we all know hell is reliable. The expense will not go down, it will just go higher. You find someone, they are buying the Ipsum, and it's not for business, and they have a lot of money. You find someone buying that Mercedes Benz, it doesn't develop your career. You just want to buy a Mercedes Benz. We have already understood that for us as men, we are no longer the class of people that buy cars simply because we want to buy them. No, we should be buying cars that serve us, cars that are good for us. Why as a man you should not buy a car simply because you want it? I want you to ask yourself, if I fell sick and I needed 10 million for medication, can I afford it even when I have my car? Or I would have to sell my car to afford million. I hope I make sense, guys. As a man, there are decisions you need to make. They are even past I want this. They should be need best. I don't know if I make sense. They should be need best. Togura, I used to want the super custom. I know my tell you, I no longer have a dream car. Such a dream car because I think I've gotten to a certain level where I just want to get a car that serves my purpose. I would not buy a super custom if I can buy a drone. Why? The drone does business, the super custom doesn't. The drone can serve my business, the super custom can, but I've seen people fail to maintain super customs. I'm not just talking about the super custom because it's in front of me, but I'm trying to make reference of the car that would serve me. The drone will do a better job than the super custom for me with the kind of business that I do. Of course, and where I live, because the drone mbamba ina abasabaze basigenda kuddamu kugula mafuta. Ne bwe mbamba komya bwayise. Nobajjamu esatu. 3 times 10 ye mitwalo 3. Ne mukuddayo ne nfuna esatu. Ngamba komya ku mabanda ye mitwalo 6 mbasinza kuddamu kugula mafuta ne bwe mbanfa. Okitegeera. Kakitegeze yimoroka boboji onywe mitwalo 4 mu drone. Kitegeza buli nako office emitwalo 2. Why wouldn't I buy drone? Ontegera kyenkugamba. And with that drone I don't even have to get people in the estate. Kumabanda awo nyinyi utanga abantu abulidwe moroka no batwala. The other time my wife went to town and she was supposed to come back in a taxi. Yagenze mu park ngemoroka balwanira nwanire. Permit. Because me she would have driven herself. Because she's eager to learn. Of course she knows how to drive, but she's not efficient. So I would not let her go to the road. Mbanja nasoka avuga munga mulaba for some time like a week na buli nako avuga nenda babwachuza gear, how she concentrates. You see, I can concentrate on a manual car. I'm talking but as I talk I can also fix my phone. I can also do the gears. I can also think about work. I can multitask, and manual is about your ability to multitask. So I want her to first of all master that, which she hasn't mastered. So avuga, but even as she drives, kati akoma mu gear number 3. I want her to drive all the 5 gears. Then I get no parking anga bwe parking to park like a pro, which is something that majority of people don't know how to do. I try get more cafe. You know get more kanga asomanyi more kabanange. Kaya sikome kujimanya kujivuga. No kujimanya bine ebirala njimanyi. So bakugamba never buy a Ugandan used drone. Of course I'd buy it from the bond. Hi Arthur, thanks for the broadcast. Hopefully we shall. So okay. So you guys, I have to go. I'm already late for my meeting, but I've had a very good session. I'm thinking all the things you have actually talked about, they connect to our topic. Kati oyina kubanga obwongo bwo bukola nnyo ng'obwajjeke n'obigattagatta. Okitegere obango obwange n'obigattagatta n'ogaka togedde ku kino. Okitegeera bw'obigattagatta n'olyoka otegeera nti how do I make the right choice of a car that serves me and my people? I only buy cars that serve me and my people right now. That's why I'm driving my kakoro kakubagana bridge kakubagana interior na yenfa na ko. Ate gwe moroka erida ibetuka wano jijja. Yesterday we drove more than 300 kilometers butwade tunaonye moroka. Nenjuga nentuke waka. Lero bwe enkedde n'amazzi sigasseewo. Mvuze buvuzi paka wano. I've driven 40 kilometers. Which in the evening I'm going to drive 40 kilometers. Tomorrow the same thing. And just like that. Yeah. So nderonjize yekigambo ekipya hypotension. I have to verify Jekoinzo okubonimba ekigambo nga sikiwuliranga ko mu Uganda. So Nathan, Martha, Director Martha Academy, October, JK, Emma, Bambi Emma mukama akusasira owone mangu. Innocent, Gaetano, of course Emma Mukisa omulala, tulina ba Emma Mukisa babiri, Joseph Bali Kudembe, Solomon Owakosa, yeyagala nekosa yonna ate agiseera, Paul Banalia, Michael Luzinda, Honorable Kahinda Obed. Honorable Kahinda Raume yondoza gitunde. That's what I would advise you. Nze navuga Raume for 2 weeks nenjejjako nga ndaba sijja gisobola bizibu byayo kuba tewona niwokola kitewona funa makanika agizizike mukko ojibweko gwogisuulamu okitegeera abatamanyi for the love of cars bajja jigula. Nathan Juku, I think I've talked about you. Solomon Amuli, Access News, Ruyonga Marvin, Sylvester Junior Max, DJ Nodzo nze kagofu nkagulako miliyoni ejo njirina wano mu nsawo je njikuweze nvuge nze njikuwe nange njafuna abatamanyi for the love of cars nkabaguze, because abatamanyi for the love of cars bo bakyazigula gofu ezo. Eyo katereezaamu n'okazizika n'obaako gw'okaguza 2.3. Gideon Nviri, Salmin, Tusime Daniel, Abby, Nicholas Sebulime, Happy Isaiah, Pasco Joseph, Edwin Mogerwa, Muyambi Godwin. You're the best boy. I can't wait to deal with you as I'm looking for a car. Amin. And say I failed to teach my woman how to drive because we are always arguing in the car. I decided to pay for driving lessons. She can't drive 5 gears in a village roads. Me, I drive 5 gears, Emma, by the way. I drive all my 5 gears. All of them. Era bwotuka ngosobola okuvuga 5 gears mbikubo byaffe oba oyize emmotoka. Kubanza enzivuga nenzimalayo. That's what I want her to do first before she goes to the road. So you guys, thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. I don't take it for granted. If you have not yet opened a TikTok account, kale jigule okulwange ogende and share your experience also, because most of you guys here on YouTube, you guys know a lot more than the guys on TikTok. Some of you guys on TikTok are clueless about cars. So you being there, nange ne mumpa company nesibirayo nze kamutegevu. I've already seen some of you there. Thank you very much. Tugende tugeze kukutegeera abayayi ba TikTok bongere bafune kubongo na febe tuino we moroka. Thank you JK. JK yagenze ku TikTok for me. Thank you very much. Namo bata ina TikTok, you open them for me. Tugende nayo nayo tuwambe yo. Okitegeera. But thank you very much. Someone was telling me ngasogera terms like horsepower, simanya bichi. Nze nchimanyi tebitu yambe Uganda. Ezo terms ezo tuzidekere bali abali mu kumalala. Izo terms tezituyamba. Me, I'm going to keep to my gun. Njogera bituyamba. Ingi ni sisi rukumbitano wadeje kagambira 1.5 liter. Oshaka kati 1.5 liter muna Uganda tajja bitegera. Tegera sisi rukumbitano. Uchitegera. Me, I'm going to keep to our language, the Ugandan language, because kati chechituyamba. Ngabo onomanya nti obulwadde obumufu wano tulina amanya gaabwo. Ochitegera. Anyway, I wish you a very good day. Tomorrow is Question Friday. If you have any kind of question, be it business, be it relationship, be it about cars, be it about sickness, jango buze bibuzo tomorrow. Jango buze bibuzo tomorrow. These guys are going to answer you. Abantu abali wano balina various experiences. Nicholas is a food scientist. Era bagala okukola factories. Kola mazi, simanya kola juice, simanya kola cake. Nicholas is an expert in that area. Then JK is a mechanical engineer wadetaka motoka akole ebyo oil rigs mu ocean yezo. Okitegeera. We have Vianney here akola mu umeme. Okitegeera. We have Salmin is in farming. We have yani Chris Da Vinci ali wakiseka akola malidadi. Okitegeera. Thank you Nathan. So you guys, if you have a business, Market Tuesday is the day for you to let us know what you do. And so business zonga tuogera wano. So you just share your number and people can call you for business. Tuina Council Patrick Asiku if you're in the eastern region of the country. Council Asiku Patrick asobolu kuyambako on your law things. Simanya drafting papers. Simanya bano banta wanyamu koti bano bagala kubataka lyange. Council Patrick asobolu kuyambako. Your code should be for the love of cars. Akwate bulungi nga member wa wano. I wish you a very nice day, guys. See you tomorrow. Question Friday. Come with your questions ready. Have a very nice day. Ciao.